Are you a crumb catcher? Do you make a meal out of crumbs when it comes to dating? 3 years ago, I had gone on a trip to Boston for work. Being single, I'd been texting with 2 different men for several months. Both are Bostonians, and I had arranged to meet them while I was visiting. They both were aware that I had a limited amount of time to meet, and they were willing to accommodate. Patrick was 49 years old, divorced, and the father of 2 children. Luke was 33, single, never married, and an entrepreneur. I was happy that he was completely open to treating a woman respectfully, being chivalrous by opening the door, making plans for our date, and acting like a gentleman are things that endeared Luke to me. Patrick, who was closer to my age, was so drastically different. He insisted via text on calling me nicknames like Lizzie and Betty, even though I let him know I prefer Elizabeth. This to me was a yellow flag. A yellow flag doesn't mean it's a deal breaker, but it does mean to pay attention to see if there's a pattern. He kept saying that he was so looking forward to meeting me, and he knew in advance the day and time I would be available. He shared pictures of his children, and I felt like we were really getting to know one another. The day we were to meet, he calls me in the morning and we confirmed plans. He said he would reach out to me when he was closer to Back Bay, as we had planned to meet at 11:30 for lunch, because I had to be at the airport before 3 p.m. to return to New York City. When I didn't hear from him, the yellow flag was turning orange. I checked out of my hotel and headed to lunch by myself. I had left him text and phone messages telling him I was heading to lunch. When 11:30 a.m. came and went and I didn't hear from him, I reached out to him saying, "Please don't ever contact me again. I wish you the best." He replied, "It's good we got our first spat out of the way. Now this orange flag is turning more crimson. How can one get a spat out of the way when there's no conversation relating to it?" He showed up at the restaurant after 12:30 in a ratty hoodie, saying he'd been playing hockey all morning. Now it's definitely a red flag. No effort made in his appearance. And then he asked me if I was mad, and I replied calmly, "Yes, of course. I never heard from you." He seemed confused. He got up and walked out without a word. Not even an apology nor a conversation about what transpired throughout the morning. Gorgeous women, don't accept crumbs. Teach men how to treat you, and when they drop the ball, speak kindly and calmly. Educate them if possible. If they're not willing to learn how to be a decent human being, go on with your life, enjoying every bit of it as the incredible single woman that you are. It's up to you to leave men better than you meet them for the next wonderful woman, because it could be you. And if they think they can attract a woman by being less than a communicative and respectful person, bid them adieu and find a wonderful man who treats you well. Now with Luke, he was charming. He was wonderful. And I ended up seeing him again the next time I returned to Boston. If you're looking for dating tips, head over to daretodatedifferently.com and pick them up today.